today's topic is morbidity statistics, which is part of vital statistics. I'm Professor Ramdev. I'm going to take this topic, morbidity statistics. So morbidity statistics means statistics which is related for illness, disease pattern, etc. Such type of statistics are called as morbidity statistics. The following are some of the important morbidity statistics. The first one is incidence rate. Second one is prevalence rate. And with morbidity statistics, we are going to use some other mortality statistics and some other epidemiological measures also. We can consider that also as a part of morbidity statistics. And such type of measures are, first one is specific death rate. That is the third one. Case fatality rate, relative risk, odds ratio, and attribute risk. If you see, the first one incidence rate, second one prevalence rate, and the third one specific death rate, fourth one case fatality rate, fifth one relative risk, sixth one odds ratio, and the seventh one attribute risk. So the incidence rate, first I'm explaining what is incidence rate. So in the incidence rate, generally we are going to consider only the new cases. In the prevalence rate, we are going to consider both old and new cases. Both old and new cases. So how to find out the incidence rate? Incidence rate is equal to the total number of new cases, during a time period divided by population at risk during that period into 1000. Once again I am repeating, the number of new cases during a time period divided by population at risk during the same time period into 1000, we will get incidence rate. The next one is the prevalence rate. In the prevalence rate, we are going to consider both old and new cases. So number of old and new cases during a particular time period divided by population at risk during the same time period into 1000. Then we are going to get this prevalence rate. So the main difference between the incidence rate and prevalence rate is incidence rate considers only new cases. Prevalence rate considers both old and new cases. Okay, and so that is the main difference between incidence rate and prevalence rate. So first time a patient is visiting to a hospital and we are going to consider him as a new case. For example, after 3 days, the same patient, if you are asking, okay, and so to visit again after the investigations, okay, and so, and we are going to consider him as old patient. So here both old and new patients are going to be considered for the prevalence rate. So the next one, the third one is specific death rate. Number of deaths due to particular disease or a specific disease during the year divided by mid-year population into 1000. Mid-year population into 1000. Number of deaths due to a particular disease or a specific disease divided by mid-year population into 1000, we are going to get the specific death rate. Next one is the case fatality rate. What is case fatality rate? And so here the main difference between the remaining measures and case fatality rate is this is like a percentage. We are going to find out the case fatality rate in the form of the percentage, because we are going to multiply with 100. You know that how much importance is there for the fatality rates. Okay, and so particularly if you see, we are more interested how many number of deaths are happening with that particular cases during the particular time period. At present, you are seeing daily how many number of deaths are recorded for COVID-19, how many number of new cases are registering, how many number of total cases are there, that means old and new cases together. And so we are observing whether we are interested or not interested. Again, so we had a look about the total statistics of that particular day, right? So these fatality rates are going to play a very, very important role. So how to find out the case fatality rate is a number of deaths due to a particular case or a disease divided by number of attacks due to the same disease or the same cases into 100. We are going to get this one, which is known as the case fatality rate. And the next one is one of the most important one is relative risk. But this is also part of epidemiological measures. So how to find out the relative risk is incidence among exposed divided by incidence among non-exposed to a disease. Once again, I'm repeating, incidence among exposed to a disease divided by incidence among non-exposed to a disease. Incidence among exposed to a disease divided by incidence among non-exposed to a disease. So this is A divided by A plus B, A divided by A plus B, upon C divided by C plus D. A divided by A plus B upon C divided by C plus D. And finally, we are going to get this relative risk. Once again, I am repeating, relative risk is equal to incidence among exposed to a disease during a particular time period divided by incidence among non-exposed to that disease during the same time period. That is A divided by A plus B upon C divided by C plus D. So the next one is odds ratio. This is also called as cross product ratio. Odds ratio is also called as cross product ratio. So how to find out the odds ratio is AD divided by BC. AD divided by BC. So these are some of the important morbidity statistics. Next one is attribute risk. Attribute risk is incidence among exposed to a disease minus incidence among non-exposed to a disease. Incidence among exposed minus incidence among non-exposed to a disease divided by incidence among exposed into 100. And finally, we are going to get this one, which is known as attribute risk. So next one is how to find out these measures. Here I am explaining with one example. The first example is in a town with a population of 2 lakhs in the year 2020, total 6,000 people suffered with the latest pandemic, COVID-19. The new cases are 1,000 and old cases are 5,000. And total deaths due to COVID-19 is 500. Calculate the following. First question, calculate incidence rate. Second one, prevalence rate. And the third question is the case fatality rate. and the third one is case fatality rate. So here we have the total data, and so by using the data, and we want to find out incidence rate, prevalence rate, and case fatality rate. And so how to find out, I will explain with the help of the whiteboard. Okay, so try to follow properly. So here we have the total data is there in a town with the population, and so the total population is 2 lakhs, and the total population is under the risk, and 6,000 people suffered with the pandemic, and the total number of cases are 6,000. The new cases are 1,000, and old cases are 5,000, and the total number of deaths due to COVID-19 is 500. The question first one is find incidence rate. So how to find out the incidence rate? I'm explaining. Incidence rate is equal to, incidence rate is equal to number of new cases during a time period number of new cases during a particular time period divided by number of new cases during a time period divided by population at risk during that period into 1,000. This is the formula to find out. This is the formula to find out the incidence rate, right? Number of new cases during a time period divided by population at risk during the same time period into 1,000. And here the given number of new cases are 1,000. So population at risk during that period, that is 2 lakhs into 1,000. So this is going to be finally 5. Please go through. So the new cases are 1,000 and population at risk is 2 lakhs, and this is we are going to multiply with 1,000. So this is for 1,000 members, if you see, and the incidence rate is 5. Any doubts? Please go through. So the next one is the second question is prevalence rate. Second one is prevalence rate. So how to find out the prevalence rate is total number of old and new cases, number of old and new cases during a time period divided by population at risk during the same time period into 1,000, and population at risk during the same time period into 1,000. So here old and new cases, old cases are 5,000 New cases are 1000. Right? Old cases are 5000 and new cases are 1000, and the total number of cases are 6000. So this is going to be prevalence rate is 30. Please go through. Prevalence rate is equal to number of old and new cases during a time period divided by population at risk during the same time period into 1000. And here the total number of old and new cases are 6000 divided by 2 lakhs into 1000. And then finally we are getting it is the prevalence rate is 30. So the next one is the third one is case fatality rate. And the third one is case fatality rate. So how to find out the case fatality rate is this is called as CFR, case fatality rate. Number of deaths due to particular cases or disease. Number of deaths due to particular cases or disease divided by number of attacked due to the same cases or disease. And here we are going to multiply with 100. We are going to multiply with 100. So this is not for into 1000. That is the main difference between the remaining measures and case fatality rate. And so here the total number of deaths of COVID-19 in that particular place is 500 divided by number of attacked. The total number of cases are 6000 into 100. This is going to be 8.33. 8.33. Please go through once again. So number of deaths due to a particular case or disease divided by number of attacked due to the same disease or the same cases into 100. So and here number of deaths are 500 and the total number of reported cases are 6000 into 100. Then it is going to become 8.33, which is the case fatality rate. Any doubts? Please go through with all the 3 questions. All these are very, very important one. So actually all these are very, very important one. Number of times, okay, so such type of questions are given in the practicals also. So please go through and the theory also at the same time. So we have done this example, but once again I am showing for you. So case fatality rate is 8.33. Any doubts? If you had any doubts, how to find out this one? First write down the formula and substitute the data and then find out the answer for these particular questions. Okay, and so that is the procedure. Example number 2. In a town with median population of 1,80,000 in the year 2015, total 3,600 people suffered with tetanus and 2,000 died with tetanus. Calculate the following. First question, incidence rate for tetanus. Second question, specific death rate for tetanus. And the third question, case fatality rate for tetanus. Okay, and so please go through with the question. Once again, I am repeating. In a town with median population of 1,80,000 in the year 2015, total 3,600 people suffered with tetanus and 2,000 died with tetanus. Calculate the following. First question, incidence rate, calculate incidence rate for tetanus. Second question, specific death rate for tetanus. And the third one, case fatality rate for tetanus. Okay, and so you try to solve this one on your own. First, okay, and so write down the formulas and then substitute the values and then find out the solution. Understood? Okay, and so you must follow the procedure. Okay, and so here I know that you are going to solve in a proper way, but if any students have some doubts, I'm explaining for you. So incidence rate is the number of new cases during a time period divided by population at risk during that period into 1,000. And the number of new cases are 3,600. Population at risk is 1,80,000. And we are multiplying with the 1,000, that is 20. And so incidence rate is 20. So in this way, we are going to find out. Next one is a specific death rate. So how to find out the specific death rate is number of deaths due to a particular disease, number of deaths due to a particular disease or specific disease during the particular year divided by median population in the same year in 2000. So number of deaths due to particular disease is given here 2000 and median population is 1,80,000. So and finally in 2000 and finally the value is 11.11. So here the denominator for specific death rate is median population. So generally, for example, this is an important MCQ also, how to take the median population. So if you see here median population, whatever the population is there on July 1st every year, that can be considered as a median population. Understood? And so generally the population is constant on July 1st. Okay, and so and that is going to be considered as median population. So in this way, we are going to find out the specific death rate. Next one is case fatality rate. So number of deaths due to a particular case or disease divided by number of attacks due to the same case or same disease into 100. So here number of deaths are 2,000 and the number of attacked are 3,600 into 100, that is 55.55. Understood? 55.55. In this way, you are going to calculate. Okay? And so the next one is example 3. So here in a town, okay, and so see, already we had seen at present the epidemic, where is the source? Okay, and so from where we are, okay, and so imported the disease and etc. Everybody knows about COVID-19 like that. Okay, and so in the 2000s, one more epidemic. Okay, so because of that, the total world is suffered, not like COVID-19, but its effect is there. So this is an example from that. In a town of the mainland of China, the median population is 1,50,000 and suffered with the epidemic SARS in the year 2003. In the year 2003, the following are reported SARS cases. The total number of old cases are 2,500 and new cases are 1,000 and the total number of deaths are 1,500. And the total number of deaths are 1,500. Here the question is calculate. First one, incidence rate. Second one, prevalence rate. and the third one case fatality rate. So already, okay, so we are doing, I hope that you are going to solve easily. Once again, I'm repeating the question. In a town of the mainland of China, mid-year population is 1,50,000 suffered with the epidemic SARS in the year 2003. The following are the reported SARS cases. The total number of old cases are 2,500. The new cases are 1,000 and the number of deaths are 1,500. Calculate the following. First one, incidence rate. Second one, prevalence rate. And the third one is case fatality rate. You try to solve on your own. You try. Take this data and try to solve it. Okay, so during the solving, the most important one, first you write down the formula, define the rate by using the formula, and then substitute the values. Okay, and so here, incidence rate is number of new cases during the time period divided by population at risk during the same time period into 1,000. So here new cases are 1,000 and the population at risk is 1,50,000 and into 1,000. Then finally we are getting the value 6.67. 6.67. Next one is the prevalence rate. So in the prevalence rate, we are going to consider both number of old and new cases during the time period, particular time period, divided by population at risk during that particular area during the particular time period into 1,000. That is 2,500 plus 1,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 1,000. That is 23.33. Are you getting the same value? Okay, good. Next one is specific death rate. So specific death rate, this is the formula. Number of deaths due to particular disease or the specific disease during the year divided by mid-year population in the same year divided into 1,000. That is here number of deaths due to particular disease is 1,500 and mid-year population is 1,50,000 into 1,000 and the specific death rate is 10. Specific death rate is 10. Any doubts? I hope that you are completed. So the next one is all the three examples in the same way. Now we have a different example. Okay, and so this example we are going to cover from the epidemiology also, epidemiological measures also, and the same thing under the morbidity statistics also. So example 4. The following data is collected. The following data is collected from a study of smoking and lung cancer. The following data is collected from a study of smoking and lung cancer. So the cases and controls, smokers and non-smokers are given. This is a 2x2 table. That means this is called as a row and this is called as a column. Once again I am explaining, this is called as a row and this is called as a column. So here 2 rows are there and 2 columns are there. Rows are, okay, and so smokers and non-smokers and columns are cases and controls. So this data is collected on smoking and lung cancer. So the cases with the lung cancer and controls are cases without lung cancer. So here smokers and non-smokers and the values are 33, 55, 2 and 27. And so these are the totals. So row wise totals are given and column wise totals are given. So it is 88, 29 and so the grand total is 117. So here the column wise totals are 35 and 82. So you must see the rows and columns by not including the total. So this is a 2x2 table. Generally we are going to use for relative risk and odds ratio. So here the question is calculate relative risk and odds ratio. So please go through with the question carefully. Find relative risk and odds ratio. So this is the question. So I'm going to explain with you for you with the whiteboard. So see here, this is a 2 by 2 table. Already we know that. So how to define the values I am explaining with the framework of a 2 by 2 table. Cases, controls. Cases and controls. So cases with lung cancer and controls are without lung cancer. Smokers and non-smokers. And so here the given values are 33, 55 to 27. And the totals, if you see here, this is 35, and this is 82, and this is 88, and this is 29. So if you see here, so the grand total is 117. So how to identify the values? So this is in the place of A according to the framework of case control study. Already you have studied in the epidemiology. This is in the place of A, this is in the place of B, and so this is C, and this is D. Once again I am repeating, A is 33, and B is 55, and C is 2, and D is 27. So this is nothing. This is A plus B, and this is C plus D. So if you see, this is A plus C, and this is B plus D. This is the grand total. 117 is grand total. This means A plus B plus C plus D. Okay, and so this is in the place of A, and this is in the place of B, and this is in the place of C, and this is in the place of D. So this totals, this is A plus B, and this is C plus D, and this is the grand total, that is N, that is A, N means A plus B plus C plus D, and its grand total is A plus C, and this is B plus D. This is the total framework of the table which is given for you. Okay, and so if you see any doubts, please go through with this one. You are going to define the values according to the framework of the epidemiology in case control study. Okay, so if you see, you must take the values according to row wise A, B, C, D. In that way, we are going to describe according to the framework. Understood? So please go through with this one. Okay, can I have this one? So whatever the values are given, we are described the values. So the total table we are described the total, the given 2 by 2 table we are described all the values. So now we know what is A, what is B, what is C, and what is D. So let us see here. The first question is relative risk. So relative risk means RR. So the formula to find out the relative risk is incidence among exposed to a disease. Okay, incidence among exposed divided by incidence among the non-exposed to ADCs. Among non-exposed to ADCs. So, and it is given as A divided by A plus B upon A divided by A plus B upon C divided by C plus D. So, this is incidence rate. Incidence among exposed to ADCs divided by incidence among non-exposed to ADCs. That is A upon A plus B divided by C upon C plus D. So here you know some of these values already. A is 33 divided by 88 upon, and C is 2, and C plus D is 29, and its value is 5.43, and its value is 5.43. So this is the value of relative risk. So any doubts? Please go through with this one. And its value is 5.43. So please follow properly. Afterwards, you must do on your own one example. Next one is, can I have this one? Yeah. Second one is odds ratio. Odds ratio is also called as cross product ratio. And the formula to find out the odds ratio is AD divided by BC. AD divided by BC. Already you know what is A, what is B, what is C, and what is D. So this is 33. A is 33 into 27 divided by 55 into 2. This is going to be 891 divided by 110. This is 8.1. Very, very important one. Okay, so all these measures, please follow properly. Odds ratio is 8.1. So once again, I'm repeating. Odds ratio is equal to AD divided by BC. So that is A is 33 and B is 27 and B is 55 and C is 2. So this is 891 divided by 110, and finally we are going to get the value 8.1. Please go through with this one. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, so you go for the next example. Okay, so my work is completed, and you must solve in the same way the next example. Okay? Yeah. So this example already I had explained for you. So if you see here, already we have done this example. I had explained for you, right? And so these are the values. A is 33, B is 55, C is 2, and D is equal to 27. and A plus B is 88 and C plus D is 29. So this is the given data. This is the data is provided for you. So how to find out the relative risk is the incidence rate among exposed to a disease divided by incidence rate among non-exposed to a disease. That is A upon A plus B divided by C upon C plus D. That is 33 divided by 88 upon 2 divided by 29. That is 0.375 divided by, that is 5.43. Relative risk is 5.43. Okay, so after explaining so many times also, number of times, for example, some of the students doesn't know how to solve, and somebody has a doubt. So because of that, I am showing for you once again. Next one is odds ratio. That is AD divided by BC. Okay, so A is 33 and D is 27 and B is 55 and C is 2, and the odds ratio value is 8.1. Already we are solved by using the whiteboard. Any doubts? Okay. Next one is you try to find out this example in the same way. Okay, so the following data is collected from a study of smoking and lung cancer. And so here cases and controls are given. Cases means cases with lung cancer, and controls are cases without lung cancer. And so row wise it is smokers and non-smokers. Okay, and so the totals are also given. And here according to row wise the values are 25, 75, and the total is 100. And non-smokers, that is 5, 35, and the total is 40. And the totals are column wise, it is 30 and it is 110, and the grand total is 140. Here the question is calculate relative risk and odds ratio. Calculate relative risk and odds ratio. So you must find out in the same way. Already I had explained for you. Can you do it? Can you try? You try. Okay, and so if you are unable, I am going to explain for you. Okay, and so already you know relative risk is incidence among exposed divided by incidence among non-exposed. Okay, so odds ratio is AD divided by BC. You try. Anybody got the values? Are you trying? Okay. So here we are describing the data, the given data we are explaining. A is 25, B is 75, C is 5, and D is 35, and A plus B is 100, and C plus D is 40. These are the given values. So the relative risk is incidence among exposed to a disease divided by incidence among non-exposed to a disease, that is A upon A plus B divided by C upon C plus D. This is 25 divided by 100 upon 5 divided by 40. 5 divided by 40. That is 0.25 divided by 0.125, and that is 2. That is 2. Everybody is getting? The next one is odds ratio. Odds ratio is AD upon BC. AD upon BC, AD divided by BC, and here A is 25 and D is 35 divided by 75 into 5. So this is going to become 875 divided by 375, and odds ratio is 2.33. So already here we got relative risk is 2, and odds ratio we got 2.33. In this way we are going to calculate and we are going to find out the values. Any doubts? So, and at a time we are covered today. Okay, and so morbidity statistics including the epidemiological measures also. Okay, and so any doubts? Any doubts? So please go through with all these things. Thank you. Okay, and so be prepared. Thank you very much.